Yo, what's good, my peoples? It's your boy, Big Chris, aka the Compton Animator, and I'm here to give you people another WWE review. Tonight we're reviewing WWE Smackdown, December 20th, 2013. And tonight's show starts off with Randy Orton coming to the ring. And he's basically, hyping himself up, talking about how he's the champion of champions and how he beat John Cena at TLC and how he beat Daniel Bryan at last Monday's Raw and stuff like that, and basically hyping himself up here, saying he's the biggest and baddest there is and stuff like that. Just basically pumping himself way up. You get John Cena, who comes down to the ring, and John Cena basically comes out there and he's trying to put Randy down a little, but he's also telling Randy that he is the champion and that, Randy Orton does, need to realize that he's a number one target now, and that he was also telling him that, he shouldn't be happy that he won against that he got a DQ against Daniel Bryan on Monday Night Raw, because it was a loss. And then for those two, parts right there, I think Randy Orton's part of the promo was pretty good. He has a lot more energy in him right now, and for some reason, I don't know if it's the Mania season coming, he just seems more on top of his game than usual. Cena seems a little bit more serious, but I still have a problem with the way Cena is talking right now, because it's not like Cena's talking for himself. He's trying to act like a big guy that's talking for everybody and stuff like that, and it's just not clicking with me right now. It may be good for other people, but it's just not clicking with me with Cena right now. You get Daniel Bryan, who comes out and he says he's not mad about the DQ, and that all he knows is that Randy Orton is afraid of him, and that Randy Orton doesn't want to face him, and he asks the crowd, is Randy Orton the face of the company? And he goes with the crowd into a big no chance. Then the Shield comes out to the ring. Randy Orton gets out. CM Punk comes down the stage and gets in the ring with Daniel Bryan and John Cena, and it's a big standoff between those three and the Shield. And you get Vicky comes out and she announces that main event for the night. Next we get Zeb Coulter and the Real American. Zeb Coulter comes out to the ring and he has a sign. They're already in the ring and they're doing "We the People" chant. And Zeb Coulter has a big sign that says "Deport Santa Claus." And I really like that sign. That was funny. And I saw a couple things on the line with Zeb Coulter just playing around, talking shit about Santa and stuff like that. I think he did that as well on Monday Night Raw. So I really like that stuff that he's doing, and it's very funny and logical that he would want to deport Santa, who's technically kind of an illegal immigrant, even though he's only imaginary. So you get Mark Henry and Big E Langston that come down to the ring, and it's a match between Big E Langston and Jack Swagger. Zeb Coulter's on commentary. Zeb Coulter is pretty funny on commentary here. You got Cesaro and Mark Henry on the outside. A pretty okay match right here. You got a lot of aggression that was between Swagger and Big E and stuff like that. Towards the end of the match, Cesaro tries to distract Big E, and then Mark Henry comes over and tackles him and basically push him down. Then Big E hits the Big Indy on Swagger and gets the win. Zeb Coulter was funny on commentary though. But yeah, it was a pretty quick match, but I thought it was pretty okay. Next we get a Divas match with Brie Bella versus Tamina. You get AJ Lee on commentary and Nikki on ringside. I like that AJ starts to joke about Nikki Bella forgetting math because of the kick that she received from Tamina on Raw. That was pretty funny, and she was actually pretty funny, the whole commentary, and just hyping herself up about how she's been champion for I think over 180 days now, and she's almost close to being the longest reigning Divas champion. So I really like that aspect of her on the commentary, and she was pretty chill on commentary. And luckily, Bradshaw wasn't on her at this point in time. Let Michael Cole ask her the questions, but Bradshaw and I also think luckily King wasn't out there, because I think it's King, anytime King is out there, it's a real hectic thing on there, and I guess King really hates AJ Lee or some shit like that. But Bradshaw was okay with this, and they were both of them are okay at this point in time. We get the match between Brie Bella and Tamina itself was pretty slow at the beginning and kind of clumsy with Brie Bella. She kind of wasn't quick enough and snappy enough with her moves, and so yes, things like that. But it kind of picked up once Tamina started taking control, and you got a couple of nice moves here, You got a nice kick from Tamina, and the match ends with Tamina trying to go for her big splash, and she gets the knees by Brie Bella on the ground, and Brie Bella clumsily rolls her up for a pin, and then Brie jumps out the ring and basically pushes and attacks AJ Lee, and you get a big standoff with the Bella Twins in the ring, and AJ Lee and Tamina outside looking mean at each other. So next match is Drew McIntyre with Sin Cara with Jinder Mahal standing on the outside of the ring. They try something happens to what's his name? What's that boy's name? Heath Slater, so we don't know where he's at. This is a pretty aggressive match with Drew McIntyre at the beginning, but he can't overcome what's his name? What's the boy's name? Sin Cara's moveset and stuff like that. So Sin Cara ends up picking up the win from Swanton Bomb here. At one point, you even get JBL that after the match that says that Sin Cara looks like a new Sin Cara in here, and I don't know if he's hinting to the fact that it's Hunico now donning the Sin Cara mask, and if we may get a feud between Sin Cara and Hunico again, or if he's just kind of playing with the minds of the internet crowd or whatever that knows it's Hunico under the mask. It was a pretty okay match. I forgot to say about the Divas match. That was pretty okay. Just some clumsy parts from Brie Bella. But the Sin Cara match and Drew McIntyre was a pretty okay match, real quick. And I hate the lights thing that they do with Sin Cara, but it was an okay match. Ending with the Swanton Bomb. Sin Cara gets the win. Next, we get Brodus Clay versus Tenzai, and this starts off as a pretty aggressive match with Tenzai starting off automatically attacking on Brodus Clay, and then they fighting against each other and stuff like that. Fighting for a cool little minute, and what else? Tenzai has the control at the beginning, but towards the middle and the end, Brodus Clay gets more control and starts beating on Tenzai. Xavier Woods comes out and starts dancing with the Funkadactyls, and he gets a distraction here towards the end of the match when Brodus Clay looks like he's about to go for his finisher. Tenzai goes hits a roll up off the distraction and gets the win, but Brodus Clay attacks Tenzai and starts beating him up. Xavier Woods comes down and helps out Tenzai, and then at the end starts dancing with the Funkadactyls, basically mocking Brodus Clay to his own music. So even though this was a short match, I like the aggression here, and I like the fact that they already automatically give us this match with Brodus Clay versus Sweet Tea. I like that the story that it told in ring for however short it was, and the aggression that was in it, and I also like just Xavier Woods coming down with the Funkadactyls and dancing with them. He's a way better fit with the Funkadactyls than Brodus Clay ever was. I mean, Brodus Clay created himself a character and a look off of it, but the problem was that he never put anything to his dancing skills. So what could have been a better character and a more fun and involved character, like someone who's like Fandango is, who puts a little bit more into his interests and stuff like that, and how he dances to make sure everything looks nice. Brodus Clay just puts on clothing and moves around a little bit to get a look, and it halfway worked at the beginning, and it's towards the end now it just doesn't work anymore. So I like the fact that they're turning him heel, and I like that they're continuing the story with Xavier Woods and stuff like that, and I hope they end up giving Xavier Woods the Funkadactyls and letting him walk to the ring with them. So that would be pretty cool to see that. Let's see. Next, they talk about the Forbes magazine says that The Rock is the highest grossing actor of 2013. Big ups to The Rock. I really like the dude's movie. I'm gonna have to watch the G.I. Joe movie probably later on this week or something like that, and also got to watch the Fast and Furious movie from this year too. But I like The Rock. He's a pretty chill dude, and I like some of the stuff that he did during the end of this year. Beginning of this year, end of last year, and some of the stuff at last year's WrestleMania and this year's WrestleMania. He was okay this year, but he was still real rusty from not being in the ring all year, and the storyline and his feud with John Cena wasn't that great at points, but it was really good at other points. So yeah. Next we get the Rhodes brothers versus the Wyatt family, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. This right here, dude. This right here. So first off, I want to say I would love to see a feud with the Rhodes versus the Wyatts. I would love to see Cody Rhodes come back with his little mask and have a creepiness equaling his brothers, and versus the Wyatt's creepiness. That would be awesome to me. But even just Cody Rhodes, his technical side as himself, and just being himself is very good as well. So either way, I'm happy. But we get a really nice match here, and I like the start of the match where you got Goldust and Eric Rowan with the sheep mask on, and Goldust just looking at him doing this thing and just into his face and stuff like that, and Eric Rowan is not reacting to it at all, so Goldust just starts fucking him up and stuff like that. We get a really nice match going in here. What else? You get you know that Bray Wyatt's on the outside in the chair. You get the also during the match, Michael Cole suspected that Luke Harper was a truck driver and that he got connected with Bray Wyatt through that. So it was interesting to hear him say that and stuff like that. I wonder if they're going to continue trying to break down the history of the Wyatt guys. So that was interesting for some story stuff, and that's the stuff that I should be hearing from the announcer guys, breaking down the history of these guys in the ring, especially these mystery guys, not talking about bullshit. Tell us stuff like that, things that'll be interesting to hear and stuff that we can actually, use to further on story and stuff like that. That was a pretty interesting thing for me to hear. But this is a very good match right here. You got a lot of good things from the Wyatts and the Rhodes right here. A lot of good moves. It was very quick and it was very methodical at points. Goldust didn't get beat down too much when they was doing the beat down segments, but he was also, very good at doing the defense and stuff like that. A lot of good chemistry and storytelling in this match. At one point in the match, Cody Rhodes, everybody's on the outside. Cody Rhodes is on the outside, and Bray Wyatt takes him and throws him into the ring post, and then to finish it off, Luke Harper drags Cody Rhodes into the ring and hits that big spinning clothesline. So that was very good, and you get the Wyatts that come off with the win here. So yeah, it was very good match right here. Just a lot of fun to watch and stuff like that. And just the characters in this match was very fun. You get Brodus Clay. I keep saying that shit. Bray Wyatt comes in the ring and the Shield. Fuck. You get Bray Wyatt comes in the ring. The Wyatts hold up Cody Rhodes and get Bray Wyatt gets ready to go for his finishing move and is setting him up for it. And then Daniel Bryan runs to the ring with a chair, defends off the Wyatts and stuff like that, and then stands in the ring with Cody Rhodes and Goldust and basically stares another stare down with them and the Wyatts. So this show has already had a lot of storytelling at this point and stuff like that, and setting up for things that may happen. Let's see what happens after that. Okay, so next we get Sandow, who's already in the ring. He's basically shitting on Christmas and hyping up his stuff that's going to happen on Monday night. Pretty good promo right here. And then you get The Miz, who comes out and doing the same thing he did on Wednesday's main event, where he ended up having a chat with Santa. Well, he ended up saving Santa Claus from a potential beatdown from Ryback, Curtis Axel Ryback. So he had a little segment on main event, Wednesday night main event with Santa Claus, and it was an okay segment on main event. Some okay stuff with them and everything, but The Miz here it's weird because you don't know if he's a heel or face still, because it's just weird. So he gets a match with Sandow, fast whatever match. It wasn't a bunch of nothing to it. Sandow ends up coming up with a roll up here, and it was a real quick match, nothing real to it. Let's see. Next, we get Fandango versus Kofi Kingston. Okay match here. Another pretty quick match. You get a leg drop onto Kofi Kingston at the end. Kofi Kingston's like halfway in the ring and gets a leg drop put on him. Fandango picks him. Leg drop, then gets the win. So pretty quick and okay match here. Next you get Renee Young, who's in the back, stops Daniel Bryan for a quick interview. Before she can even get fully into the interview, she spots somebody and she just starts walking back. Daniel Bryan looks and you see it's the Wyatt family. They start attacking Daniel Bryan. Fucking Bray Wyatt comes out of the cut, just creepy as fuck, and then they just start fucking him up, and he just gets down on his knees and starts singing ashes to ashes, dust to dust like this, and then while he's singing, the Wyatts just drop Daniel Bryan off of this truck stop entrance, and he like takes a big fall. So it was a pretty good scene right there, and just the cinematography of them doing this and Daniel Bryan being dropped in the background was fucking awesome. That was a pretty good look right there. So yeah, that was pretty nice to see. Next, we get the Shield versus CM Punk and John Cena. It was supposed to be Daniel Bryan in this match, but I just said what happened to him. It's now being turned into a 2-on-3 handicap match. Vicky Girl comes out and says it. So you get Punk and Ambrose to start off. A pretty okay match to start off. Roman Reigns does this sick ass Superman punch here. Get a lot of air with the punch and it basically hits a diagonal and shit and fucks up John Cena. So that was really good. The problem with this match at points was Cena was kind of like goofy body in points in this match. Like one part where he's beat down, and he's getting ready to get up to give Punk the hot tag. He starts doing shit like that, and while he's on the ground, I was like, man, fucking act right, Cena. Shit like that. Stop being so fucking goofy. It doesn't help his character to be serious and nothing like that, and it makes the wrestling, wrestling's already fake as it is. Don't give us nothing that makes it look more fake. It's not in John Cena's character to be that weird and goofy at times, and it's not like he's being, John Cena's goofy. He's just being goofy, and he does that at points in this match and stuff like that, and it just throws off his wrestling a little bit. But an okay match here. Match ends in DQ when let's see, something else happened. The match ends in DQ when you get CM Punk, who comes in the ring and is just getting beat down by all three members of the Shield. You get John Cena, who comes in and basically fends off Roman Reigns and throws out Roman Reigns out to the ring and pushes him into the side of the rail, into the outside railing, and then comes back in, and him and CM Punk are basically fighting off the Shield guys. Roman Reigns comes back in and gives Cena a sick ass spear, and then they end up beating up CM Punk and throwing him out the ring. Then hit John Cena with a triple power bomb. CM Punk comes back in the ring and he's getting his ass beat again. Then you get let's see, CM Punk comes back in the ring, he's getting beat up again, and then Big E Langston comes out to the ring and the crowd goes wild. Big E Langston comes out, clears the ring, beats up on everybody, saves CM Punk basically. Roman Reigns comes back in the ring, and you get a big time stare down between Big E and Roman Reigns, and they look at each other, and it's just like, come on, motherfucker, let's go. And it was Roman Reigns had no fear in his heart, Big E had no fear in his heart, and it was like it's on. So Punk comes in the ring with a chair, and the Shield make Roman Reigns get out the ring, and that's how the show ends. Very good show tonight. Couple of missteps here and there. Some of the things I didn't like was just too many quick matches. I think that they should have let a few of the other matches go on for a little bit longer and, just go more into the matches. I think they could have cut a couple other things here and there, especially like the match with Fandango and Kofi. It really didn't do anything. And the match with Sin Cara and Drew McIntyre didn't do anything. I would have rather seen a few of the other matches go on for a little bit longer, like Brodus Clay and Tenzai, and even the Sandow and Miz match going a little bit longer because it's setting up for Monday night. But other than that, this was a pretty good show tonight. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't a lot here that was an off step. They did a lot of setting up for story for future things, especially with the Wyatt family, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Randy Orton, and everybody else. The end did something. You had a big match in the middle of the show and stuff like that. So I would have to give the show A-. It was pretty good. So yeah, it was probably one of the best Smackdowns I've seen in a while. So yeah, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Tumblr, hit me up on my website, hit me up in the comments section of here. Like and subscribe if you want. So yeah, pretty good SmackDown tonight. Peace.